Your I beg your pardon. Welcome to your March general reading. I'm doing the readings live this month. Oh, let me see what's going on here. Oh, there you go. Sorry. So let me start again. Welcome to your live general reading for March 2018. This is Scorpio's reading. Now, I'm just going to get straight into it because there's quite a lot of information that came through for you. I am using cards this month because that's just what I've been guided to do. But as always, there's some messages that have come through that you guys need to know about as well. Now, there are going to be some of you out there who are embarking on a new love relationship. And please know that this the energy of this reading will move through to the beginning of April as well, probably the second week of April. For some of you, it'll be a bit longer, but for some of you, the events in this reading or whatever, the indications of this energy will show up quite quickly, and for others of you, it will take a couple of months. And that's just a personal thing. But for you in particular, there are landmarks, moments that you need to be aware of. Now, for those of you about to embark on a new love relationship, and somebody that you want to have close relations with, please know that you need to, there's a lot of family history. I feel for some of you there's a lot of family history that has come to shape your perception of what love is, and you've not trusted yourself to have a committed, fulfilling, deep and meaningful love relationship for quite some time, if ever. And that's because of what you were shown as you were growing up. Please do your best over the next month or so, or the next couple of months. And I do feel like some of you have actually been coming into this realization over the last few years, actually, for some of you. But you're at that point now. You're at the pointy end of the process where you need to move forward and forgive your parents for what they showed you. And there's going to be a time, I guarantee you, because I had to do this too, there will come a time where you will actually be appreciative, if not thank your parents for what they showed you. They showed you exactly what you do not want in a loving relationship. So in a strange way, they were teachers for you, guides for you, that allowed you to step out of that space and pushed you almost out of their space so that you could then take that contrast you were shown and be able to use it to improve your personal love relationships, knowing what it is exactly you do not want and walking towards what it is you do want, what a fulfilling, loving relationship does in fact mean to you. Okay, so I'm sorry that was a bit heavy, but I do feel that there is an improvement. For those of you who are already partnered, I do feel like there is an improvement of the love that you are feeling in the relationship because of this realization that you've come to around yourself and the relationship between you and your parents, or you and the guardians that you grew up with that took care of you, your primary caregivers. So there is an improvement in love. For those of you who are embarking on a new relationship or who are looking for love, as you reconcile yourself to your past and come to accept yourself as somebody who deserves love, who is worthy of love, and who can love in return, as you move forward with that knowing and acknowledging that, and realizing the power in that, then you will experience over the course of the next few months, thank you, I was just waiting on timing from my team, you will experience newfound love in deep and meaningful and profound ways, and not just for another person, but for yourself. And as you get used to what that feels like, you are able to project that into the world and call love to you. Okay. Now, I do feel like some of you are going to be relocating the new house, but just I feel like some of you are actually really going to be literally hopping on a plane and moving. But before you go, and I do feel like for some of you, it will happen in the next couple of weeks. For some of you, you do need to tie up your loose ends. Do that. Do your part of the process again as quickly as you can, and as correctly as you can. Okay, do it well. Tie up your loose ends well, and know that you are being guided to do this. Like you're being pushed. I feel like some of you know you're being pushed to just move on, to get out and move on and literally relocate, hop on a plane and just go somewhere. Whether it is you know what that destination is or not, I do feel like you feel that you are being guided. And you are, even if you don't feel it, you are being guided to be in a particular place at a particular time to learn particular lessons. And good luck with that. I really do wish you all the best, because that can be a bit of a scary journey. I do feel like some of you are going to be receiving quite important messages over the coming weeks, and it's going to signal, these messages are going to signal a completion of something. So the end of a project, the end of a stage of your life and the beginning of a new one. Okay, so it might even be things like divorce papers. It might be your marriage registration license. It could be anything. However, it could be a reminder to renew something. So it's just whatever that means for you. It does indicate a ending, a completion, and I actually feel like this is something that this is an outcome that you've been waiting for, and I feel positive around the outcome. I feel like you're going to go, yes, like when you get this news. So, stay close to your phone, make sure you check your voicemails, make sure you check all your inboxes, including your trash and your junk mailboxes, because it could be hiding in there. But it is important. There are important messages coming through for you, or an important message. So make sure you do everything you can to be in a place where you can receive that message. And there is a sense of victory, of winning, of accomplishment around this news. Okay, now some of you are doing what I do. You work how I work in this space, and you need to trust. This is about your development of trust. Now I do feel like some of you have been a bit frustrated, like you're wondering, how on earth do I do this? Just know that how you are doing it now is not conducive to your business growing. So you need to think a little bit innovatively and out of the box. Put yourself out there. You need to put yourself out there so that people know what it is you're doing. You need to ask for guidance and then allow it to come to you, and don't lay expectations on how that comes to you, because it will come. Every time you ask, it will come. Make sure you're committed to doing the work as well. Make sure that you're committed to the development of your spiritual self, and whatever that means to you. You need to demonstrate that you are ready to do the work, because at the moment I feel like you feel like you're hitting your head against a brick wall. You feel like it's not growing, it's not getting anywhere, and you might be quite successful, but there's something else that you need to be doing. So just keep in mind that you need to think a little bit out of the box, a little bit innovatively. And I do feel like there's a new aspect of your business, or for those of you who are yet to start down this path, a new business opportunity coming to you. Okay, so I wish you well with all of that. They were the initial messages, and now I'm going to use the what am I using? The Psychic Tarot Oracle card deck by John Holland for some extra messages for you. All right? Okay, guys. And if you happen to be on while I'm doing this, please say hello. I love to connect with you guys. So let's see what's going on. For my Scorpio friends, for March 2018, moving through to the beginning of April. Okay. Whoa, thanks. Yeah, so you've got lots of decisions to make. All right, there are financial changes on the way for you, but you just need to be patient. All right, they're coming. Don't get in your own way and block that. They are coming, okay? And you need to rest. You need to find a place where you can go, even if that's internally. Like I said, you need to be committed to your development, okay? Because that's all tied in with the space that you're creating to allow your abundance to flow, okay? So listen, there is money coming to you, but you do need to be patient. You've planted the seeds. You've done all the hard work, okay? So allow that to grow. Allow that to develop. And give yourself a break because you need it. You've worked so hard. You just give yourself a break, all right? But I feel like at the moment you feel like you're juggling a lot of things in order to make things happen. Just put a couple of those things down so that you're not feeling so overcommitted or so taxed with your energy, and make decisions firstly around the aspects of your life that are really crying to be dealt with, okay? And move forward from there. Okay. Spiritual strength. You've worked hard. You're at a point now where you understand what acknowledgement of your power is. And you need to fall back on that so that you can choose wisely. Now I'll hold up the cards that came out for you. So financial and material changes. All right. Waiting game, but you'll see in there is this gorgeous tree of abundance that's coming to you, all right? But you do need to rest and rejuvenate, okay? It doesn't mean you have to go outside. It doesn't mean you have to travel anywhere in particular. It just means you need to cut yourself a break, all right? Because you've been so busy trying to get these things to happen, all right, that some of you are quite impatient. You have put your plans into action. You have planted the seeds. Now it's time for you to let them grow and develop and trust that the work you did is enough, okay? Because it will be enough. It will be enough. The changes are coming to you and you do need to rest. Give yourself a break. Take it easy. If you can get an early mark from work, do so, okay? Now, spiritual strength. So this is you here, and you've really developed quite powerfully your spirituality and your beliefs to the point where I feel like some of you have actually given yourself a complete overhaul where you can actually honestly look back and say, wow, I am not the same person I used to be. And that's a wonderful thing. It can be a little bit uncomfortable at times as you learn to wield your newfound power and, wield it compassionately and gently and lovingly so that you can help those that you love and yourself as well, and to make improvements to your life. But you need to come from that space when you're making decisions from now on, okay? You have developed so much and gotten to this point that you need to be able to be in this space as you move forward and make decisions. Remember, we spoke about new business opportunities and your way forward. Come from that spiritual strength and gain that wider perspective, okay? And you will know what the right choices are to make. The right choices will feel light. They will lift you up when you think about them. The wrong choices, the choices that would be not so conducive to your success, financially, spiritually, physically, emotionally, will feel heavy when you think about them. And it really is as simple as that. Working with spirit is not complicated. Okay, there's lots of information out there that can be quite confusing, but it's not complicated. If it feels light, it's probably good. If it feels heavy, it's probably not good for you. Okay, as human beings, we do tend to overthink and complicate things, but that's all part of the learning process too. So now for aspects of your spiritual journey, my darlings. All right, Scorpio, I'm going to use the Spirit Oracle deck by Tony Carmine Salerno. What does Scorpio need to know with regards to their spiritual journey this month and going into the beginning of April, please? Spiritual journey for my Scorpio friends for March 2018. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Just going to cut the deck. Spiritual journey for Scorpio. Thank you. Wow, this card's come up for... Holy moly. Okay. All right, guys. All right, so it's a big one for you. All right, I'm going to show you the cards now. So, Tranquility, she's come out a couple of times for a couple of star signs. Now, this is all about trust and knowing that everything will fall into place, and that while you may feel like there's a lot of decisions to make and you're having difficulty, it will fall back into balance once you start relying on that spiritual strength of yours, okay? All right. The next card that came out was Free Will, and this is about you making sure that if you've got decisions to make, that you're not compromising your beliefs, okay? That you're not compromising your integrity and what you've worked so hard for. And if there's a decision that you've been wanting to make, then this is a card that generally indicates that the best answer for you at this point in time is no. There will be another way. There will be another option presented to you. Okay? And just remember that you need to take responsibility for every choice that you make, and know that other people need to take responsibility for the choices that they make as well. Now, with regards to making a decision around this particular path for you that was brought up with this card where the answer is a no, just really, before you do say no, make sure that, again, you sit with the decision, go inside and see whether or not you feel heavy or whether you feel light when you say no to this, okay? Because that is a sure indicator of what you need to do. But in general, this card is a no card, all right? And understanding that you can wield that quite powerfully, that it's okay to say no. I feel that that's the lesson for you here. It's okay to say no, all right? Especially when you know that that's what you should be saying, all right? Don't say yes just because you think it's going to make other people happy. It probably will, but then you're not going to be happy. And what's the point of that? Okay? What's the point of that? You're not being honest with yourself and you're compromising your integrity. Okay. The next card that came out, Responsibility. Okay, so you need to do what feels right. And when you pair it with this card, okay, no, it's okay to say no. All right. So you need to do what feels right for you. All right. And you're not going to, people are going to be happy. When you say no, people are going to be unhappy. All right, and you can't please everybody. You can't go around and be a people pleaser at the expense of you. It's not sustainable, okay? You'll be stressed out about it. You'll be choking on your words. That's no way to express yourself, all right? So you have responsibility for your own life and for the actions and the decisions that you make, all right? And others need to take responsibility for their own life and the decisions that they make. So if their decision when you say no is to get all angry and up in arms and go, oh, how could you say no, blah, blah, blah. Well, you know what? That's their choice. That's their choice to act like that. Okay, it is absolutely your choice to say no. And in this case, I really think that that's what you need to do. All right, that's what's indicated here anyway. All right, guys, that was quite a quick one, but I do hope to see you next month. I hope that you got the messages that you needed to get today, and I look forward to hearing reading your feedback and your comments. Thank you for all my wonderful subscribers, those of you that have been with me over the last couple of months, and those new ones that I'm yet to connect with. Thank you so very much. Much love and many blessings to you, and I'll see you in a few weeks for your April readings. All right. Bye-bye.